video, I'm going to share with you exactly how to kickstart your fitness journey, the exact things I did to be able to get my fitness journey up to par. Now, I was in the same show, I was in the same boat a couple of years ago, like 2, 3, 4 years ago. I wanted to get fit. People laughed at me. Even my mother said to me when I was going to 300 level, that's a year 3 or 3rd year, uh, that I will probably get fat. And I did. My 2 laps were clapping together. When I'm walking, like I couldn't walk comfortably. And then I knew there was a problem. I need to change something. Then that brings me to step 1. You need to identify and say, yes, I've got a problem. I need to solve the problem. Because first step, if you don't know you've got a problem, there's no solution that could work for you because you're not even searching for a solution. So first thing, you identify and say to yourself, make the decision that I need to take the next step. Now, when you've done that, the next step is, what do you then do to get fit? There are 2 ways to get fit. Is that you work out at home or you work out at gym, or you do things that imitate workout or working out or fitness. I'm saying swimming, playing football, kickboxing, tai chi, any physical activity. All those can get you fit and to your fitness level. And the whole overall ball game of fitness is move more, eat less. You would get ripped. It's as simple as that. Literally, it's very, very much as simple as that. Move more, you get fit. So now, once you've identified to go to the gym or to work out at home or hybrid, to do both of them, the next step literally is, if you're at the gym, what workouts are you doing and what workout are you doing in the gym as well? Now, quick story. When I started my fitness journey, of course, I didn't have any money. I was a kid. I had no idea what I was doing. I was probably like 14 years old as of that time, literally. Then I started downloading apps on Google. I was using Android then. I started downloading app on Google Play, home fitness, and most of them, there's a 30-day plan, there's the 12-week program, there's just different types of varieties out there. But the problem is, one, most of them were extremely difficult, and I was just starting. I couldn't even do 2 push-ups, and one of them was asking me to do 15 push-ups on the first level. So that was a big challenge and constraint, because then when you push yourself too hard, this is another problem. When you push yourself too hard, you won't be able to replicate. Like the next day, you will feel too tired to keep it up or to continue going, given your current level. So if you are doing 1,000 push-up and you're just starting your fitness journey, you're setting yourself up for failure. Start with what your body can take. To push yourself a little bit more, and then you keep going. So I was downloading applications on Google Play and trying all sorts, and nothing worked. Now I was getting fit. I was getting toned, but I wanted to get bigger. I wanted muscle mass. I was getting toned, but at a very slow rate with extreme hard work, which was not practical. I would say for myself, I mean, it might be practical for another person, but for myself, that wasn't practicable. I tried it. I did it for 4 months, and on and off days, I wasn't consistent. And then I started seeing progress. Like, of course, my legs were no more clapping together, but then it wasn't sustainable. Like, my off days were getting more than the days I was working on. And then I got to decide that, okay, I need something else. I started browsing, searching for, and I couldn't find. And this went on for years. Even when I started my master's, when I finished university, like, this particular stage and process moved on for so long till I got to the UK, because I'm doing a PhD now. When I was doing my master's, till I started that, and I started going to the gym itself. Now, when I got to the gym, once again, same problem. Nothing to do. I don't know what I was doing. I literally had no idea what I was doing. I got to the gym, walked around. Even I felt so out of place. Did not feel like I was in the right place, because everyone felt so professional. Everyone was doing some interesting workout, and I had zero clue. Then I paid a personal trainer. I told him, I've not got money. Can we organize a deal in which I pay you £100 a month and all you have to do is just come up with a plan for me. So you meet with me once, and then you come up with a plan that I can follow, because I saw it very impractical having a PT every session. Like, once again, that's personally, I saw it very, very impractical, because then why is he there? If he's taught me what to do, he showed me what to do, and every time I go to the gym, I'm able to do that. So why on earth am I, like, it's just gonna be there watching me carry weight? So I thought it's fit that come up with a plan for me, assess my level and whatnot, what I'm able to push, and get that done. Then I would work with that, and every month I would do a review with you, like one day, whereby you would personally train me, and we'll scale it up from there. And we did that. It then worked for a few months. I think I did that that was in August 2020, and I did that from August till January, when I traveled back home, and then he wrote a home workout for me that I could do. But then it was jarring. It was too once again, too tough. And if you tell him, like, if I tell my personal trainer it was too tough, amazing guy, that was in Pure Gym in Edinburgh. When I tell him it's too difficult, it just drops down the weight, and personally I feel I'm not gonna get the results. And bear in mind, all this while I was getting fitter, but I still felt like shit. I still felt unfit. My stomach was still extremely big. My chest was still boobs. No, but of course I noticed now that this was working. But then the repeatability was extremely hard, because then I was juggling it with a job. I was working at the restaurant, then juggling it together. It was bare torture. Moving forward from that, then I just stopped in its entirety. And I got way fat. I got extremely fat. Like, you could see my cheeks, like, all the way up to this point. And then once again, we went back to step one, making a decision that I need to get fit. Then I made more intense study on home workout, literally. And then I found something that worked for me. It was one of these applications, still an application. It worked for me, but then because I've had experience with going to the gym and working out at home, I was able to carve out a workout plan, because the application was very, very much flawed, but it worked. Very much flawed. It does not tell you when to move up. It does not tell you, it just gives you the levels, and that's it. So I was able to decide, okay, this is my pain tolerance. This is what will push me to keep going. This is when I need to move on to the next level. So I worked out the decision matrix of climbing up the next level. And that began to work for me. Now, I really did not like going to the gym then. So I just felt, because it's a new place. Most of they're not my friends. They just, for the sake of school or uni, so to say, they just laugh with you. And once school is done, boom, everyone cuts communication. Like, no one's talking to each other. So when that happened, I just would prefer to work out in my room. And I believe in working out in, like, silence and whatnot. Like, I know this was now a personal journey. So yeah, you need to know it's a personal journey. I knew this was a personal journey, and then I started working out in my room. And when I started working out in my room, then I started looking for things to keep me on track. When you start working out in your room, you need to be on track as well. Like, who is then monitoring you? You need a system in place to hold you accountable. Now, the application does not hold you accountable. Now I needed something to hold me accountable. I'm able to push myself by itself. Like, I don't need any reminder, oh, you've not worked out today. But then to push me to the next level, I started putting my workouts online. But that was what worked for me. So you have to figure out what works for you. Started putting my results online with some motivation. You know what everyone does, with some motivational music and quotes. That was my first strategy. Even with social media, that was my first strategy. And then because I was doing that, I kept turning up. And then that opened my brain widely to the third step. So the first step, you have to decide that you need to change, you need to work out, you make the decision. Then you need to decide home or gym, which one do you want. Then you need to decide what workouts you're going to do. Then to the next one, which is probably the most important one, consistency. You have to turn up. Because when I was turning up, I was eating shit all this while. But guess what? Because I was moving more, I did not change what I was eating, but I was moving on. And because of that, started getting proper toned, literally. And I remember then I was working with a friend of mine, and she held my, you know how like the ladies put their hand couple like way, but of course we're not couple. And she felt my biceps and she was like, oh, someone's been working out all my days. I felt so good that day. But then I knew, of course, the work has to be done consistently. So I kept going, like doing it and going back. And then that started working for me. Till, of course, there's just so much you could do at home, because that's just the only place you're doing it. You get bored, like, because the environment is not changing and whatnot. So I started going back to the gym. Now, the home workout I was doing, I've gotten to the level of, it was tough. I've gotten to that tough level because I'm ascending, I'm getting better and getting better. So once again, I went back to the gym because now my editor was saying, oh, we need better footage. Like, yeah, the home workout is cool, but we need one from the gym. Like, we need the gym. So I know, okay, I need to start working out in the gym as well. And then I didn't know what to do. Went to the gym, searched up some splits, a 5-day split, because now I've gotten to that level of working out 5 days a week. Searched up a 5-day split, and yeah, that started working for me. Literally, that began. Before then, I don't want to jump the story. I want to give you the whole full overview. In the new gym as well, this is the OPO gym. I went to one of the PTs, the biggest and strongest PT, because I thought about it like, if you're going to teach me how to fish and you don't catch any fish, that is dumb. If you're going to teach me how to get fit and you're not fit yourself, that is insane. You have to do what you're preaching. So I went to meet this big buff guy, and I think he charged me, was it 23 pounds an hour. So once again, I worked out a deal with him that, okay, can we do this? I think I worked out 200 quid and I was making 800 quid then. Can we do 200 quid for the month? And he trained me and it was amazing. He gave me some insights that made me to understand that protein was important. That protein was important, that eating junks. Oh, he went extreme. I was like, no, don't eat anything, just plant protein. And plant protein, trust me, personally, I think plant protein doesn't taste nice. It tastes terrible, but it works. It does the good work. But the taste is, I drank it and I wanted to throw up. The plant protein, pea protein to be precise. But it's that's the thing, it works well, but the taste is not. So I know that was not practical for me, because I won't be able to keep that sustainable long term. And I did that for a few weeks and I stopped totally. Went back to working out in the gym, in my room. And then when I was getting more results, when I feel like it or I feel better, I would go to the gym, I work out. And then I began to like work out my own schedule, what works for me, something practical that you could ascend and keep getting better. That was when I got to know about progressive overloading. That was when I got to know about isometric isolation, literally everything. That was when I got to know about them, because I started making research and not what people just tell you, do this. They don't tell you why you're doing it. Drop sets, they don't tell you why you're doing it. Like literally, they just do this. So I started looking into details and how to, and then started getting better. Then bringing it back to step 4, so consistency. Then step 5, what works for you is what you do, irrespective of what anybody is saying. Anybody, and I mean it, irrespective of what anybody is saying, you have to decide what works for you. Because when you know what works for you, it's almost impossible for you to go wrong. And I'll explain why. Because I started working out in the gym and at home, and that works for me. I go to the gym now traditionally or normally, but when I don't feel like it, I work out at home. So still consistent. You have to be consistent. That's the only way you would see results. You can work out today, do 1 million push-ups, you won't see nothing. But if you do 10 push-ups every day, you would see something. But I was working with 5-day split. Consistency. You have to be consistent with it. You get me? The days they say you're going to work out in a week, whatever happens, make sure you work out on those. That's literally all the criteria you did. Even if you take that alone, you would see results. I promise you. Yeah. So found the hybrid setting in which I work out in the home, I work out at the gym, and I'm able to mix both of them together till date. There are some days I don't feel like going to the gym. Guess what? I work out in my room and it works. Even sometimes I feel way stronger because the exercises I do in my home are a bit on the advanced side, because I'm quite advanced with working out in the gym. So it's a bit on the advanced side and it's a bit tough. That But then I did not start there. It was little by little, getting better and getting better and getting better till I got to that level. And this is not 1 year. That's another thing. You cannot get fit in 2 months or 1 month. If you are extremely fat, know that it's going to take like 6 months or 1 year. People keep lying and telling you get fit in 30 days, get fit 2 weeks. I'm going to say this now once. It is practically impossible because change occurs over time. Like, you can't just be, change can occur once, to be fair, but it can't. Getting fit is not once, it's not immediate. Yes, so it's not going to be immediate. It takes time. And step 6, literally, it's never stop. Like, you are not stopping. It's for life. And I will explain why. Our body is rented. You see this body? I think it was on a podcast or something. I heard that, and it's very true. Our body is rented. You rent. No matter how fit you are, it's rented. It's not permanent. You can't get fit for 6 months and stop. So you need something sustainable, sustainability, that would keep you going and going and going for life, because fitness is for life. Now, I mentioned at the beginning, whether it's calisthenics you're doing, whether it's swimming, whether it's jump roping, whether it's working out in the gym. Now, the ones I know working out in the gym, and I know working out at home. That I know. Swimming, I know nothing about. I do swim once in a while, but chilling. Jump roping once in a while. All sort of exercises. And there's another exercise, the one in there. You get me? All those still get you fit, but of course, we're talking volume now and how much you do it, or like whether swimming, whether skip roping, or whether the other type of exercise, how much you do it. Volume, I'm sure it has its own nitty-gritty that would get you ripped as well, because I've seen swimmers that are chiseled and swimmers eat loads of shit and they're still ripped, because of course the exercise, it's burning the calories more for them. Once again, eat less, move more, you get ripped. It's as simple as that. You don't have to take out your dictionary, but majorly it is continuous. There is no ending to it. It's for life. Welcome to the big league. Oh, also smash that subscribe button, you get me? If this has helped you massively, smash the subscribe, because then I'll be dropping tips, and literally people lie all the time, so I'll be clearing all those up and telling you what it is as it is, exactly, reliable information. So and that would help others massively. Pay it forward, you get me? So it's never ending. You have to continue to do it all the time. Now I tell you, there's a bonus tip to lose weight. Do more cardio. And what I mean by do more cardio, you could be walking instead of taking that Uber. Walk, run before you do exercise. Do a warm up on the treadmill. You could run for 5-10 minutes depending on your capability. You could do the even you are in your home, you could do jumping jacks, but you need to warm up, get your body in that burning fat state, and that goes a long way. I think that's it for this video. Till further notice, I guess I'll catch you in the next video. Do well to pay it forward.